Some 1970D coins, especially in high grades or with rare errors, have sold for shocking prices. While most are worth only face value or slightly more, a perfect condition example, what collectors call mint state, can jump dramatically in price. And if that coin has an error, like a doubled die, off-center strike, or unusual metal composition, its value can skyrocket. Now let's talk about what makes a Liberty coin truly valuable. First is condition. A coin that looks like it just came out of the mint, with no scratches, no wear, and full original shine, is far more valuable than one that has been in circulation for years. Grading companies carefully examine coins and assign them scores. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Welcome back to Top Liberty Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins among collectors and treasure hunters, the legendary 1970D Liberty coin, a piece surrounded by mystery, rarity, and serious market value that has shocked even experienced numismatists. Right now, somewhere in the world, people are searching through old drawers, inherited collections, and forgotten jars hoping to discover one of these rare gems. And the reason is simple. Some versions of Liberty coins have sold for astonishing amounts, reaching values that climb into hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on condition, rarity, mint errors, and collector demand. That is why you need to pay close attention, because what you might think is just spare change could actually be a hidden fortune. Let's go back in time to understand where it all began. The Liberty design has been one of the most iconic symbols in coin history. Representing freedom, strength, and identity, the Liberty figure has appeared on multiple coin series across decades. By 1970, coin production had already gone through major changes, including shifts in metal composition and minting techniques. The Denver Mint, marked with a small d on the coin, produced millions of coins that year. But not all of them were created equal. Among those millions, a tiny number stand out due to rare characteristics. These differences can be so subtle that only a trained eye or a careful observer can spot them. This is exactly what makes the 1970D Liberty coin so exciting. Some coins from this year contain minting errors, unusual strikes, or extremely low survival rates in high-grade condition. These factors together create the perfect storm for high value. Now let's talk about what makes a coin valuable in today's market. Condition is everything. A coin that has never been circulated, meaning it has no scratches, wear, or damage, can be worth exponentially more than the same coin that has been used in everyday transactions. These are called mint state coins, and collectors are willing to pay huge amounts for them. Another major factor is rarity. If a specific variation of a coin was produced in very small numbers, or if most of them were lost or damaged over time, the remaining examples become incredibly desirable. In the case of the 1970D Liberty coin, certain varieties are extremely hard to find in top condition, making them highly valuable. Then comes the most exciting part, mint errors. These are mistakes that happen during the coin production process. It could be a doubled design, an off-center strike, missing details, or even unusual metal composition. Error coins are like one-of-a-kind artworks. No two are exactly the same, and collectors love that uniqueness. Now imagine discovering a 1970D Liberty coin with a rare error and perfect condition. That is where the numbers start to become unbelievable. Some coins have reached values close to massive figures like $787,976 depending on auction results, grading, and collector competition. While not every coin will reach that level, even lower-grade rare versions can still sell for thousands. The current market for collectible coins is stronger than ever. Online auctions, collector communities, and grading companies have made it easier to identify and sell rare coins. This has increased awareness, meaning more people are searching for valuable coins, but it has also driven prices higher for the rarest pieces. Collectors today are not just hobbyists. Many are serious investors. They study coin populations, track auction records, and look for opportunities where undervalued coins might rise in price. The 1970D Liberty coin has become one of those targets because it sits at the intersection of history, rarity, and demand. But here is something important. Not every 1970D coin is valuable. You must know what to look for. Check the details of Liberty's design. Look closely at the date, the mint mark, and the overall strike quality. Use a magnifying glass if you have one. Even a small difference could mean a huge change in value. Also, never clean your coin. This is a mistake many beginners make. Cleaning can actually reduce the value drastically because it damages the original surface. Collectors prefer coins in their natural state, even if they look slightly worn. If you believe you have found something special, the next step is professional grading. Certified grading companies evaluate coins and assign them a grade based on condition. This adds credibility and can significantly increase the coin's market value. The story of the 1970 Liberty coin is not just about money. It is about history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. Every coin carries a story, from the moment it was minted to the hands it passed through over the years. When you hold one, you are holding a piece of the past. Think about how many coins are out there right now sitting unnoticed. In old boxes, piggy banks, or inherited collections. The possibility that a rare Liberty coin is waiting to be discovered makes this journey even more exciting, and here is the truth that keeps collectors going. It only takes one coin to change everything. One rare find can turn a simple hobby into an unforgettable moment of success. So next time you see a coin, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. Study it. Learn about it. Because hidden within that small piece of metal could be a story worth telling and a value worth far more than you ever imagined. This is why the world of coin collecting continues to grow. It combines history, treasure hunting, and real financial opportunity. And the 1970 Liberty coin stands as a perfect example of how something small can hold extraordinary worth. Now picture this, it is 1976, a historic year celebrating 200 years of American independence. Special coins were minted to honor this milestone. These coins were not just currency, they were symbols of pride, history, and national identity. Among them, the 1976 D coin stands out. The D mint mark tells us it was produced in Denver, one of the most important minting facilities in the United States. Millions were made, yes, but not all of them are the same. Now let us go deeper into the design. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and misunderstood coins in the world of collectors, the Liberty coin, especially focusing on the famous 1977 D issue and the truth behind its market value, rarity, history, and the shocking claims that it could be worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. If you have ever found an old coin in your pocket, a drawer, or maybe in your family collection, this video might completely change the way you look at it, because some coins that look ordinary at first glance can actually be extremely valuable depending on a few very specific details. Let's start with the basics. The term Liberty coin is not just one single coin, it refers to a wide range of coins minted in the United States over many years featuring the image or concept of liberty. These include coins like the Liberty Head Nickel, Walking Liberty Half Dollar, and many others. Each of these coins carries its own historical importance and collectible value. Now coming to the 1977 D coin. The D mint mark means that this coin was minted in Denver, which is one of the major minting facilities in the United States. In 1977, millions of coins were produced at the Denver Mint, so at first glance you might think this coin is very common and not worth much. And that is partially true. Most standard 1977 D coins in circulated condition are only worth their face value or slightly more depending on condition. But here is where things get interesting. Not all coins are equal. Some coins become extremely valuable because of rare minting errors, unusual features, or exceptional condition. These are the coins collectors are always searching for and willing to pay huge amounts of money to acquire. So why are some people claiming that a 1977 D Liberty coin could be worth something like $787,976 or even more? Let's break that down. First possibility is mint error coins. Mint errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process. This could include double strikes, off-center designs, missing elements, or incorrect planchets. These errors are rare and collectors love them because each one is unique. If a 1977 D coin has a dramatic mint error, its value can increase significantly, sometimes reaching thousands of dollars depending on the rarity and demand. Second factor is condition. Condition is everything in coin collecting. Coins are graded on a scale from poor condition all the way up to mint state coins that look like they were just made. If you somehow have a 1977 D coin in perfect or near perfect condition, especially if it has never been circulated, it could be worth much more than a regular coin. Professional grading services assign grades and encapsulate coins, which increases buyer confidence and market value. Third factor is rare varieties. Sometimes coins have small differences in design that are not immediately obvious. These are called varieties. For example, slight changes in lettering spacing or die variations can make a coin rare. Collectors who specialize in varieties are willing to pay premium prices for these differences. Now let's address the big claim. Can a 1977 D Liberty coin really be worth $787,976? In reality, this exact number is highly unlikely for a standard coin. Such high values are usually associated with extremely rare coins, historic pieces, or one-of-a-kind minting errors verified by experts and sold at major auctions. There are coins in history that have sold for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, but they are usually from much older periods or have unique stories behind them. However, this does not mean your coin has no value. In fact, many people overlook valuable coins simply because they do not know what to look for. Here are some key things you should check on your 1977 D coin. The history behind the 1978 D coin also adds to its appeal. The late 1970s were a time of economic change and cultural shifts in the United States. Coins from this era carry that history with them. Every scratch, every detail, every mark tells a story of where that coin has been and what it has witnessed. Now imagine this. Somewhere out there, a rare 1982 D copper coin exists that should not have been made in large numbers. If found in perfect condition, this coin could reach astonishing values. Some estimates and speculative collector discussions have even pushed dream values into the hundreds of thousands, and exaggerated claims sometimes reach figures like $787,976 or more, depending on condition, grading, and uniqueness. Many collectors spend years searching through rolls of coins just hoping to find that one rare piece. It is like a treasure hunt hidden in everyday life. So next time you see a simple coin with Liberty on it, take a closer look. Check the date. Look for the mint mark. Feel the weight. You might be holding more than just money. You might be holding a piece of history, a collector's dream, or even a hidden fortune. Now let's talk about the idea of a coin being worth nearly $787,976. This kind of value does not come from just the year or mint mark alone. It comes from a combination of rarity, condition, demand, and uniqueness. Sometimes, a coin becomes valuable because only a few examples exist in perfect condition. Sometimes it is because of a rare error that was never meant to happen. And sometimes, it is simply because collectors decide that a particular coin is highly desirable. One of the most exciting parts of coin collecting is the hunt. People search through rolls of coins from banks, old collections, flea markets, and even everyday change. There are stories of people finding rare coins in the most unexpected places. A coin worth thousands discovered in a pocket. A rare piece found in an old drawer. These stories keep the excitement alive and inspire new collectors to start their journey. Condition plays a massive role in value. Coins are graded on a scale that measures how well they have been preserved. A coin in mint condition, meaning it looks almost exactly as it did when it was first made, can be worth many times more than one that has been used heavily. Collectors look for sharp edges, clear details, and a clean surface. Even a small scratch can affect the value. Another important factor is demand. If many collectors want a specific coin, its price can increase significantly. Auctions often show how far collectors are willing to go to secure a rare piece. Sometimes, bidding wars push prices to incredible levels. This is how certain coins reach values that seem unbelievable to the average person. The story of Liberty coins is also connected to history. These coins represent different eras, different artistic styles, and different moments in time. Holding one is like holding a small piece of history. It reminds us of the past and connects us to generations before us. This emotional and historical value is another reason why collectors are willing to pay high prices. Now imagine finding one of these rare coins yourself. The feeling would be incredible. It would not just be about the money, but about the discovery, the excitement, and the story behind it. This is why so many people are drawn to coin collecting. It is not just a hobby, it is an adventure. But it is also important to stay realistic and informed. Not every 1984 coin is worth a fortune. In fact, most are quite common. The key is to learn what to look for. Study the details. Compare your coins. Look for anything unusual. And if you think you have something special, consider getting it evaluated by a professional. Knowledge is your greatest tool in this journey. The more you learn, the better your chances of finding something valuable. There are many resources available, from books to online communities, where collectors share information and help each other. Being part of this community can make the experience even more rewarding. At the end of the day, the true value of coin collecting is not just in the money. It is in the stories, the history, and the excitement of discovery. Yes, finding a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars would be amazing. But even finding a small rare piece can bring a lot of joy. So next time you see a coin, do not ignore it. Take a closer look. You never know what you might be holding. It could be something ordinary, or it could be something extraordinary. This is coins, where every coin has a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. Stay curious, keep searching, and who knows, your next discovery might just change your life forever. However, this does not mean you should ignore your coins. Quite the opposite. It means you should become smarter about them. Because sometimes, the difference between a worthless coin and a valuable one is just one small detail that most people overlook. Coin collecting is not just a hobby. It is a journey. A journey of discovery, patience, and knowledge. And Liberty coins are one of the best starting points because they connect you directly with history while also offering the possibility of financial reward.